Well, I suppose the countdown is just finished. Hello, hi. I am Tangi Lou, and today I am here. I have found this very nice Lantathon today that the Sir Staff House is doing, and so I will today like to present to you everything I have learned about the mythical Tape and Greenlight so far. Unfortunately, I have not found out as much as I would have liked to, but well, you know, I'll work with what I already have. So, before I get into the meat of my presentation, if you will, I would like to make a note that due to the needing to work on academic studies and also other things, Argee has not. We haven't had as much time as we would have liked to do this presentation, or at least like work on it. So like in terms of like the actual presentation, it may be that was short. I will admit that. But however, I want to know something. Well, then about to us just happened, and we know that because me as I am, in a bit of a, I've just been, through a game, so I'm in the certain state, but I'm perfectly fine. It went very well, but it will be something. I will get there with the power of my talking, and you know what? If I can always fill out the space if need be. So I will be. I don't know if I'm gonna be fatal, but we will have to see. We'll have to see. So let us begin this presentation. So I don't know. So if you are watching this, you may be wondering, who is this? Who is this man? Well, because I am aware that not everyone is the Draft House is familiar with me, and that is understandable. There's a lot of lore in this seriously, there's so much lore. I do not know how. You all go feral in there, and I support that, but also it's so much. It's just so much. It's so much. Anyways, me. Who am I? Who am I? So, well, my name is Tangi Wu. My pronouns are he, they, and Argee has decided to write down as a point to describe me. I am a one sorcerer fox man. That about me is very true. I am indeed those things. I am indeed all four of those things. And well, a fun fact about me is that Argee apparently introduced me as morally ambivalent in my first game, and well, the thing is, I had to prove to them that I cared about people so much now, and it's everyone's problem. I don't know why we wrote. I don't know why I wrote. I suppose it's everyone's problem now, but well, it is. Yes, it's. Yeah, sometimes I care about people so much to the point that I just just see myself down to the ground about it. But that's a whole other thing. But kind of related. But But anyways, well, the first game I appeared in was How to Be Funny 101, which was certainly something. It was definitely something. Let us get into it because it's very important for this presentation. So we get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. So, How to Be Funny 101. How to Be Funny 101. I was not the only person there. I would. Well, if it's a game, then it would have to involve more than one person. So, but Anyways, it involved Nuclear Roboto, who belongs to Saria, Ostentatious, who belongs to Wick. Hello, Wick. I know you're in the chat. I hope you're doing well. And Dojima, who belongs to JJ. And also, hello, JJ. I know you're in the chat as well. I hope you are doing well. Hello. And also, we did not write this down in the chat, but not in the chat. I'm so sorry. In the presentation, but it was deemed by Magic. Hello, Magic. I hope you're doing well. I have seen your comment about it being an in-character presentation. I hope you're enjoying this. I planned for this. I'm reveling in this. I can't leave the chat right now because I would get distracted. But I you know. So here's the thing about that is that when Magic was DMing the game, she was like, "Oh, by the way, audience, you can throw if a character makes like a funny joke, you can throw something at them, like in the form of emojis after like making a funny joke or something. Well, then the audience were fail, and let's just say I was tormented by interplanar feelings. I don't. I well, when I say I know some of you was there, I think that involves like the people in the who will probably be watching this like later because watching the recording later because I don't think anyone who was like in the audience was like involved in here, but yeah. So basically, an absolute mess of like just being tormented. But that's design. But then we are hired by this lad, Tim Simons. And he is very important for my presentation. Now, here's some points you may note about Tim Simons. He is small, he is tired, he is nervous, he needs a rest, he seriously needs a rest. But most importantly for this presentation, he is cursed by the gods. Which gods? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Tape and Greenlight, the gods I have mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. Well, not necessarily in the beginning of the presentation. The gods I mentioned at the first thing of the present. It's a title. It's fine. It's fine. We found that out. It was very concerning. And I'm a divine self-sorcerer, so deities. They sure appointed for me. So I was like, oh well, I better do some research on them. And so okay. Yes, I have done my research, and yep, I did my research on that, and I did my research, and I did my research. Oh goodness, what? How many did I put it? Oh goodness, what am I doing? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh wow, yep. That's basically the point. Is that I did a lot of research on that. I did so much research. It was quite a bit. I got brain tired, was the thing. Well, yes. But anyways, the point is, even though I have not collected as much information as I would have liked, I am still here to give you this presentation on Tape and Greenlight from the research I've obtained so far. On to what I've learned. And before I do that, I would like to also look at this image. Yes. I was going to go in a particular direction with this, but as I will discuss later, I think I think we were going in a direction when I was like a bit more mentally exhausted about the whole thing. So you have this. Just have this now. This is a thing that exists now. It's not finished because I was like getting a bit too busy, but it's a thing now. It's a thing now. I hope you all enjoy seeing this. Anyways, so these are Tape and Greenlight. So President gone on to the left, that's Tape, and gone on to the right, that's Greenlight. And the last was made. The wonderful art was made by Liz. I mean, the wonderful art was made by Liz. Very good art. Yes, very good art, Liz. Very good art. I appreciate you. I deeply appreciate you and your art. Yes. So here is the lore. The lore. Oh goodness, I don't know why I called it the lore. Technically, it is lore, but Here are the things I have collected about Tape and Greenlight so far. So Tape and Greenlight, some metagods, which has to do with like the starting and ending of stories, and Greenlight is related to like the starting of stories, and Tape is related to the ending of stories. And well, the problem is, what's the problem with regards to me trying to do the research to like find a way to break Tim's curse? Is that worship is not like super popular. I mean, it's not super popular and mainstream. They're not really localized, I don't think, but there's not mainstream. And if you you tend to not really find them in personal knowledge, and like if you do, then it's like very vague, which is like a problem when it came to my research. So yeah, but anyways, you could definitely go to them, to their followers, to ask for blessings, and Greenlight can help you like change your story or gender, genre or plot. I almost said gender there, but that I don't think Greenlight can change your gender, but there might be a god to do that, but potions maybe that would be cool. Transgender likes. Anyways, meanwhile, Tape can help you as peacefully like I'm struggling to it's like give you like a peaceful, like to help you retire basically, just like just help you, give you a peaceful end to like your action, and like help you to rest and all that, so you don't you know yes. And so these tidbits, tape tapes sometimes don't ask for reruns. I don't entirely know what that means, but yes, that is a thing. And getting money from a Greenlight follower is a blessing. Oh, and I should also note about the point. A better way of like describing the whole tape blessing is like it can help you like rest peacefully, like give yourself a better vaccine like to your action, and like rather than like an inevitable death, like allow you to retire, which is nice. That's really nice. Yeah, so here's a specific thing I would like to bring up. So now the ending story sorceress subclass. These days the subclass that team is in, which is basically another way of saying this is a sort of class team is dealing with. So this sort of class has only been like majorly recorded on like one other occasion, and that book is old as like it's very old is a thing, but the wording is like very unclear as to like what happened after that story, after the story had been recorded up to that point, which is like quite sadly, because like I am very curious as to that other person. I haven't actually asked Team about that, and I should probably like check in if he knows anything about that. But it's yes. Well, I don't know if that'll come up later in my life, but oh yes, similarities, differences and similarities between Nightcore, Day and Flamma, and Tape and Greenlight. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to go into Day and Flamma, but, well, I figured it may be a good idea to, compare them. So, Tape and Greenlight, they're definitely not related to fire. My god, the fire goddess, that's a thing, so, yep, there's well, I don't know if there's like much more accessible information for the Diaphragma than Tape and Greenlight. I suppose it may just be because like I'm a follower of Diaphragma, but I've tended to find that like Diaphragma's like information information tends to be a bit more accessible. I don't know. So, and Day of Flower definitely not mythical. Definitely doesn't have to do with like starting and ending the stories. At least not, and similarities. I have written down no similarities. Anyways, so this was basically me during the test. Unfortunately, I don't have much time, so I'm basically just like going through this right now. But I was really in it. I was really like in the whole thing. I was just like really, really like working myself up about it, just studying myself out about it. It was just like it was a lot. It was a lot. It was so much. Yes, it was so much, and I got so tired. It's just like it was. Okay. Well, I know you're going to say, why is the man looking at the glass? Well, I want to say I'm using this image as an example to show how I was feeling. That was how I felt like the world was being at me, because I was like, oh, it was like, oh, like, oh, all this is happening, and it's like, oh, I just so much is happening, and it's like, yes, I was very tired. And then Tim told me to take a nap. Tim Simons told me to take a nap because I was fairly stressed about everything, and it was like, well, I may as well. So I went out, touched some glass, I did the good sleeps, I screamed into the void. Don't ask me where I got the void from. You wouldn't you like to know? And well, you know what? I really needed a break. I just really needed a break from the whole thing because, yes, it was incredibly exhausting. I will say though, I have mentioned Tim has like said, oh, I could probably ask the Tape and Greenlight followers about that, about like more information about the Tape and Greenlight, and so I can like to help like the class and series. We have not mentioned this in the in the actual presentation, but like well, it's like, oh, sorry, my brain is there's like a winter solstice festival that's like Tape and Greenlight followers do, like it's a meta narrative about like the starting and endings of stories. So I think I might as well go there and like ask when that festival happens. That might be a good idea. But for now, this is me. I'm good. I'm just tucking myself in, just all nice and snug, just like I'm wrapped in a blanket around me right now. I have a little cup of tea with me right now, and everything is pleasant. And to all you all listening, I know it can be very hard, but just like it's difficult to self-care sometimes, and I understand that. But just please do your best to look after yourselves. It can be hard, but like it's just be as good as you can to yourself and others. Just be respectful and like be 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 nice. Be nice to yourself and be nice to others. I know it's hard, but I I really hope that you all do well. And yes, I'm afraid this presentation is not over. So apparently there's a font called Roboto in it, which is interesting because Nuclear Roboto. So, and well, as my mother said, these sure are gods. These sure are gods, all right. Well, I'm realizing that I may be going a bit over time, but so I'll just get through this final point very quickly. This is the call out point for Mazi, affectionate but serious. Mazi has been responsible for throwing so many pecking fish at me. They also threw a glitter fish at me in Coffee Talk and Nothing Goes Wrong. I don't know why they did that. Comedy excitement, now let's get the most bully, affectionate. That is the thing that Mazi said. They stole my Johan in a cat? I don't understand? Can someone help me? I don't understand this. Well, I don't think I'll ever understand. Never mind. Anyways, my presentation is finally over. So, I would like to say thank you, Magic, for DMing the game. Thank you, Liz, for the, I actually don't remember how they've, like, if you, for your involvement in the lore, to Tape and Greenlight. Thank you to Staria Wick and JD for starting it How to Be Funny 101. And, well, hasta la JCC, mala suerte, Mazi and Pango, and also, I suppose, Liz and Staria as well. You know why I'm including you in here, you absolute pecknecks. You were involved in the audience, but How to Be Funny 101. I'm not going to forget this. Don't you dare forget that. I will not forget. Anyways, well, I did not expect the presentation to go that long, but I sincerely hope that you enjoyed listening to my presentation. Thank you.